Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Wow, whipsaw price action, up and down, directionless movement. I mean, again, the market today barely took out the previous high. Remember early today, yeah, very early today. And then we've seen that decline throughout the day, but staying just above the last low. So, I mean, I'm still favoring the white count, which is the more direct pathway to the downside, not bearish, but it's basically just a deeper pullback in a potentially already unfolding uptrend, which started here on the 23rd of January. So the wave count hasn't changed, the parameters haven't changed. We've just had a little bit of volatility today in this whipsaw price structure, basically just up and down, yeah, getting chopped up, right? So if you again, I say that usually in every correction, that typically, you see a lot of changes in the microstructure in these corrections. That's completely normal, especially in crypto. It's typically not recommended to trade the waves within a correction. It is usually the right approach to just trade the levels that the wave count reveals. So basically adding into support, selling into resistance, for example, and not necessarily trading the individual waves in a correction. Because again, you can see that whipsaw price action, it just happens all the time. It's just normal in corrections. But I'm actually surprised that the wave counts are holding so well. No invalidation. At the moment, the idea that a C wave to the downside is more likely into our support area, that is still more likely and is still my preferred scenario. And the price action today with that decline is confirming that further, but it's not followed through yet entirely. So again, both options are still on the table. Okay, so let me explain to you again which ones they are. And then tomorrow we're going to take a look at the daily chart again. So we've got a 5-wave move to the upside in wave 1 of A. Then we have an A, B, C structure to the downside in a 3-wave move, 5 waves up, 3 waves down. That C wave might be unfolding right now. B wave definitely did what it needed to do. So it's a nice 3-wave move up in wave B. Possibly wave C unfolding right now. Ideal target for the wave C, I explained that in the last video already. That hasn't changed at all because we haven't taken a high out or anything. Ideal target between 41,626. It's highlighted here in gray. You might not see it that well. And 40,475. That's the area where we might see a reaction in wave C, because this is the area where we measure the length of the A wave, compare it with the length of the C wave, and it gives us sort of an ideal target area. It's within the broader support area for the wave 2 pullback. Yeah, and from here, ideally, the C wave to the upside would then start, or the 3rd wave. They are basically the same. We can talk about, okay, is it a C wave or a 3rd wave once we get a breakout above the neckline highlighted here in yellow of this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And then the breakout could send us to 47K plus. This is the white count. This is the preferred scenario. Why is it preferred? It's just simply because if this is already all of wave 2 that happened, then the wave 2 was very, very shallow. Not invalid, but just very shallow. And also the move to the upside looks very choppy. I mean, anything is possible, right? And the probabilities are close together. And for me, the breakout point is relevant. And that's here the yellow line of this inverse head and shoulders, the neckline. So either way, if we get a breakout more directly, I assume we are heading towards that 47K plus area. Now in the orange count, we would have to hold above the Monday low. That's here at 42,254. So basically today's or yesterday's low, depending on where you live. So that level hasn't been taken out. Just about, the market ended this decline just above that level. So it hasn't been taken out. That would be an invalidation point for the orange count. So orange is still valid. And the third wave, the third wave in orange would need to minimally reach 44,200 to keep the orange wave count relevant. And better would be a break above that level even, and a rally to 44,430. That's the more ideal target for a third wave. Okay, and then still get a 4 and 5 and so on. These are the two scenarios. It's all about the breakout point up there. Main support is down here, 39,605. These two scenarios I just presented to you are part of the same overall bullish case. I would have to revise them and change my opinion once we see a break below 39,600, because that would be a break below the 78.6 Fibonacci level of this rally to the 30th of January, and it would indicate that probably invalidation is coming, and invalidation will happen with a break below 38,540. So overall, we still have to be patient. This is still directionless whipsaw price action, sideways action. It's possible that this C wave has started. If this is the case, then, but I will not leave it on the chart. This micro count is too unreliable, but this could be a 1, this could be a 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 could send us directly into this gray target area. So that means as long as we stay below today's high at 43,500, this microstructure, 5 waves down in wave C of 2, is a relevant scenario. Yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. There you'll find additional content every single day about trading, technical analysis, Elliott Wave, and so on. And if you're interested in updates about the S&P 500 stocks and shares, then check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.